Differences between the shaper and planer machine are left away from the surfaces to be cut. Hi, I'm Jetro TV Marshall, and I'm gonna show you
everything owes its existence solely and completely to sound. fully and completely to sound.
Differences between the shaper and planer machine. Shaper and planer machines are both used as cutting tool. Both the shaper and the planer are single-point linear cutting tool. The difference is that the shaper handles less work. The largest shaper machine has a 36-inch cutting stroke and can process up to 36-inch parts, while the planer handles tons of work. The planer can process longer workpieces. Some planers can process parts up to 50 feet long. The shaper machine is a mobile cutter. The workpiece is stationary while the tool is moving to perform the cutting process. It can only use one cutting tool at a time. However, the planer is different. It is a fixed planer. The workpiece is the one moving closer to the tool for cutting. A planer is a heavy-duty machine. It can use more than one cutting tool at the same time. The planer machine performs more rigid with good accuracy, while the shaper machine performs less rigid with poor accuracy. Differences between shaper machine and planer machine. Shaper machine is lighter, smaller, and cheaper, while planer machine is heavier, larger, and expensive. In shaper machine, the workpiece is mounted on the table, remains stationary, and gives the feed while the tool is held in a ram which moves forward and backward alternately. While in planer machine, the workpiece is mounted on the table which moves forward and backward alternately, while the tool is held on the machine frame and fed into the work. Shaper machine is intended for small jobs, while planer machine is intended for heavy load jobs. Shaper machine has low machining accuracy, while planer machine has high machining accuracy. Shaper machine is simple in construction, while planer machine is robust one or robust in construction. Planer machine can make deep cuts and heavy feeds, while shaper machine cannot. Shaper machine has low rate of power consumption, while planer machine has high rate of power consumption. What is shaper machine? The shaper machine is a reciprocating type of machine tool basically used to produce horizontal, vertical, or inclined flat surfaces by means of straight line reciprocating single point cutting tools, similar to those which is used in latte operation. How the shaper machine works. A shaper machine holds the single point cutting tool in ram and workpiece is fixed over the table. The ram holding the tool reciprocates over the workpiece and metal is cut during the forward stroke called a cutting stroke, and no metal is cut during its return stroke. It's called an idle stroke. The feed is given at the end of the cutting stroke. Generally, the cutting stroke is carried out at slow speed and the idle stroke is carried at high speed with the help of quick return mechanism. So what happens in quick return motion mechanism? In the forward stroke, the slider moves fast and removing the material from the workpiece, whereas in return stroke, the slider moves faster than the forward stroke. That means quick return. It takes less time to return, called a return stroke. There are 4 types of operation performed in a shaper machine, and those are horizontal cutting, vertical cutting, incline cutting, and irregular cutting. Horizontal cutting. Horizontal surface are machined by moving the work mounted on the machine table at a cross direction with respect to the RAM movement. The clapper box can be set vertical or slightly inclined towards the uncut surface. This arrangement enables the tool to lift automatically during the return stroke. The tool will not drag the machined surface. Vertical cutting. A vertical cut is made while machining the end of the workpiece, squaring up a block, or machining a shoulder. The feed is given to the tool by rotating the downfeed screw of the vertical slide. The table is not moved vertically for this purpose. The apron is swiveled away from the vertical surface being machined. Incline cutting. An angular cut is done at any angle other than right angle to the horizontal or to the vertical plane. The work is set on the table and the vertical slide of the tooth head is swiveled to the required angle either towards the left or towards right from the vertical position. Regular cutting. A round nose tool is used for this operation. For a shallow cut, the apron may be set vertical, but if the curve is quite sharp, the apron is swiveled towards the right or left, away from the surfaces to be cut. Hi, I'm Jethro Matthew V. Marshall, and I'm gonna show you the violations made by the players in their match in 29th SEA Games Philippines versus Singapore, and the proper hand signals. Commencing the game. Inside. Misconduct. Shuttlecock violation. Foot fault. Racket violation. Outside. Line judge didn't see. Undue. The feather touches first.
Alicia Yasbel Leonardo, Philippines. Alicia Yasbel Leonardo to serve to Ko Kesara. Level. Play.
Commencing the game. This is done before the start of the game, or when the player will be serving. To do the hand signal, raise your hand to chest level and swipe from right to left slowly, like this.
Service over.
Inside. This is called when the shuttlecock lands inside the boundary line of the court. On the violation, the right hand should be like this.
Oh. Service over. 15 all.
The shuttlecock's feather touches the racket first.
Level. Play.
Outside. This is when the shuttlecock lands outside the boundary line of the court. To do the hand signal, we should stretch our arms like this.
Service for call. Service over. 13-19.
Shuttlecock violation. This happens when the service is too high. It must be below the waist. To do the hand signal, raise your hand horizontally. It should be near the chest, like this. Foot fault violation. This happens when an opponent steps on the line, or you are serving on the wrong part of the court. To do the hand signal, you should point your right hand to your right foot toe. Side.
Service over.
Misconduct. This is when the player violates a physical or verbal action. In calling this violation, we have to raise our right hand straight up. In that I have watched, the Philippines won the first game, scored 21-19. The game won by Singapore, scored 21-18. And the third game, it is won by the Philippines, scored 21-13. Philippines won the badminton game.
Unsafe acts and conditions. Let us find different unsafe acts in our home and in our environment.
This program is rated PG. This contains themes and scenes which may not suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Improper wirings or octopus connection. This can cause to short circuit or overheating of sockets that will result to fire.
The wiring should be properly arranged to avoid the overheating of the wires.
Improper posture in fetching water. Improper position when lifting heavy objects. The backbone can be damaged when doing this position in lifting.
In fetching water, the body should have a proper position. When it is too low for our height, we can use a chair to lower our body. In lifting heavy object, put the object closer to our body, bend the knees before lifting the object. Touching a hot pan without using a pot holder can cause burn to our hand. Always use a pot holder when holding a hot pan to avoid flash burn on our hands.
There is water on the floor that can cause for the floor to be slippery.
To avoid to step down, mop the floor to remove the water.
There are flammable materials near the source of fire. It may cause the fire to enlarge.
To prevent it from happening, always make sure that the area near a source of fire is clean. Do not put any flammable materials near the source of fire.
Lower corner part of cabinets, walls and other things. Not wearing sleepers inside the house. The small or pinky finger on our foot can be hurt.
Ah, ouch!
Always wear slippers inside the house and always watch your steps.
Not looking at the way you're walking.
We should always look where we are going to make sure that we are safe. Do not read while walking.
Leaving the knife or sharp objects in places that can be reached by the kids.
The knife should be placed in knife holder.
Leaving a cup of water near the extension cord. It can spill and cause short circuit to the electrical wirings.
Avoid doing this. Do not leave a cup of water near any electrical devices or equipment. Always drink your water. Make sure it is empty when you will put it near the extension cord.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.